Hi, this is Indranil and welcome back to our segment Quick Bite in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. Manufacturing sector decides the economical growth and stability of a country. India is focusing on manufacturing sector over the past few years. To make manufacturing industry stable, it requires right kind of infrastructure, right kind of technology and right kind of skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled manpower at a right ratio. Historically, India was importing maximum of products from China, which includes electronics majorly and to almost all other kinds of goods like furniture, electricals and machineries. Over a period of time, as the government of India is focusing on India's manufacturing sector by reducing the dependency on China, lots of contract manufacturing units developed in India over the past few years.
Many other players who manufacture the equipment which go into manufacturing semiconductors, they are looking at partners and setting up their plants. Same approach we want to follow here also. So we will be supporting the manufacturing of capital equipment, the equipments which are used to manufacture electronics components and finished goods, the manufacturing of those equipment also, design and manufacturing of those equipments also, we will be supporting in this program.
India has not stopped the importing goods from China, rather they have created a collaborative agreement in setting up contract manufacturing unit or their manufacturing unit in India with local partnership, and that helped in creating a baseline in manufacturing sector. Presently, Apple-like international brands are manufacturing their products in India under contract manufacturing route, and the same way lots of other international brands are also working. In this process, can the manufacturing sector grow without government's help? Maybe not. And there, in today's Quick Bite, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology released a 23,000 crore electronics component manufacturing scheme. This scheme is majorly to boost the domestic production of electronics components and sub-assemblies, through which the government of India is aiming to position India as a key player in the global electronics value chain. Now just take a look into the scheme and what are the segments in the manufacturing sector which will get the benefits of this scheme, and just to have a quick look upon the key provisions and clauses of the scheme. Financial incentives, under which the scheme provides financial incentives linked to turnover, capital expenditure and employment. Now if we talk little deep about the turnover linked incentive, which are in the form of a percentage of incremental turnover or sales over the base year. In this scheme, incremental sales and cumulative incremental investment are mandatory criteria for the disbursement of the incentive. And not only so, 1% of the total turnover linked incentive rate is tied to meeting cumulative incremental employment threshold criteria. Now just have a look at the capital expenditure incentive. These incentives are provided on eligible capital expenditure for manufacturing targeted segment goods. Now simply if we try to understand capital expenditure, what we also call as CAPEX is the investment any company do to establish the manufacturing unit in terms of their capital investments. So this incentive is linked with that. The other criteria to be eligible for this incentive scheme is by meeting investment limits and commencement of commercial production, which are mandatory for this scheme. And the final one is out of the total capital expenditure incentive rate, which is 25%, 5% is linked to meeting cumulative incremental employment threshold criteria.
We have kept three types of incentives. First is turnover linked incentive. Second is capex incentive. Turnover linked incentive. Second is capex incentive. And third is a hybrid of the two. Over and above this, we have kept a linkage with the employment which is provided. That's a compulsory thing for all the component equipment manufacturers.
As we talked about the incentive scheme and its eligibility criteria, now just look at the target segments, which means the categories of electronics components which come under the applicability of this incentive scheme.
So we will be supporting the manufacturing of capital equipment, the equipments which are used to manufacture electronics components and finished goods, the manufacturing of those equipment also, design and manufacturing of those equipments also, we will be supporting in this program.
The first one is sub-assembly manufacturing, which involves in creating smaller pre-assembled components or modules which are then integrated into the final product. Second one is bare component manufacturing, which is the production of printed circuit boards without any electronics components. The third one is selected bare component manufacturing. And the final and fourth category is supply chain ecosystem and production auxiliary tools. So with this incentive scheme, how much and how many manufacturing units are eligible or will alter or upgrade themselves to be eligible for this incentive scheme will be watched. So this was a quick bite from our channel, The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Quick Bite and signing it off.